Sun in Virgo, Moon in Leo. Basically, when the moon is in Leo, everybody should be acting out in a fixated way. Everybody should be the center of attention. Everybody should basically, well, this is your everyday, but of course, with this fire element, what you need to do is basically spark this. You need to spark your emotions for me. You need to basically utilize your passion, your willpower to be the voice of something to basically, uplift yourself. Because when it comes to cardinal fire, that's first. When it comes to fixed fire, that's basically, planting the seeds right there, making sure that shit grow. Because when they become adaptable fire, which is Sagittarius, as y'all know, Jupiter just basically went direct. So basically, it's back into favors, as in where when the Jupiter was going backwards, everybody's spirituality was, a little chaotic. You may not experience this shit, but of course, when you basically have it set, you would know what to basically do and basically strive for. So fix when this isn't fixed, when this is in Leo, basically you need to be the center stage of attention. Feel me? Go outside, do something, and basically get your spirit, your mind, body, and soul right, and utilize this to basically utilize it to your perfection. Feel me? Because when you are dealing with that, you got to act out in the moon natures. You got to act out in these energies. You got to act out in these vibrations. Feel me? So you can uplift yourself, and basically you won't be behind. You won't be playing catch up and shit. You will basically be start and finish. So of course, let's run through these energies real fast, because tomorrow the moon will be in Virgo tomorrow, and then after that it's the new moon. So when the new moon get here, you want to make sure you getting your spells and rituals prepared and ready, so you can basically manifest in life. Feel me? And spells is basically the words you use. Rituals is basically what you basically do on a day-to-day basis. Exercise is a ritual. So anything that got to do with you removing any substances, as far as like sweat or you eating or some shit, anything that's going in your body and removing out of your body is a motherfucking ritual. Because when you bust a nut inside of a female, that's a ritual. When you jerk off, when you play with your pussy, that's a ritual. When you have sex, that's a ritual. When you eat, that's a ritual. When you drink, that's a ritual. Just know that motherfucking shit. Every day we doing rituals. So you may be doing it on a lower spectrum or a higher spectrum. So if you naive and dumb as fucking still lost into that scary shit that they fucking fooled you with, then that's your motherfucking fault. And your ass basically naive. Alright, we got the Sun trine Saturn. So basically we'll be seeing through reality, seeing what's going on as far as what's taking shape and form. And of course, we seeing right through the bullshit. Of course, when we got Sun opposing Neptune. So we seeing through the illusions. Anything that's basically was looking pretty good in the past, it's basically starting to look like a little fishy, and like, yo, this shit is basically starting to come to existence. As far as what you was believing in may not be true to this point. So basically it just look a little, things getting a little foggy right now. We got Sun trine Pluto. So this is the opportunity to shine or utilize your self-transformational powers to basically take that into consideration. Because remember, if you don't use Pluto in the way you want to use it, Pluto gonna come through and transform shit. Feel me? Whether you with somebody or you lose somebody, it's Pluto gonna come transform that shit for you. Also, we got Venus square Uranus. So this basically being free, being in open relationships, open up to people, places, and things that basically you see them in your best interest. So of course we'll be utilizing that energy. Of course, we need to be separated from all kind of motherfucking parasites, people that's not aging, especially if they still ain't get it, especially if you still been basically pushing it in their face and showing them, and they're not seeing the signs. These motherfuckers gotta go. Cut these motherfuckers off, get the scissors and shit. Venus trine Chiron. So this basically dealing with love matters being brought back up. So of course, any issues you had in the past or some shit, or if any wrongdoings that took place in your relationships, these things gonna resurface. Just know that. Especially when we got this with these retrogrades playing out and shit, for me. And of course, this is a good opportunity. It could be good and bad at the same time, because this is a trine, and Chiron is basically an Aries. So of course, it's a good time to basically bring up good things, not bad things. Let's leave the bad things in the past. Also, we got Jupiter sextile Neptune. So it's basically spiritual growth. And of course, everybody needs spiritual growth during this time, or else you're gonna get washed up under the motherfucking current with this fake ass illusion that's going on, pandemic, aka. Also, we got Moon. We got Jupiter. Yeah, we got Sun trine Jupiter. So this basically seeing the opportunities to take chances in your life as far as where you need to shine and grow, And feel me, when you're open to things, when you're open to big things in life, big things come your way. Just stay with the process and basically be consistent. The universe and God are gonna put you in that circumstance situation where you need to be. Also, we got motherfucking moon, sextile, Mercury. So the sensitive awareness and logical thinking is coming together. So, you know, when you blend the right and left brain together, you know, we can basically get the job going. But if you try to put everything in one area, things get a little unbalanced. So you got to have balance. You got to utilize your right and left brain. And basically, you know, you got to utilize imagination. And you got to basically bring that down to existence. Ground yourself, too. Also, we got Mercury squared Jupiter. And you know, Mercury don't really fuck with Jupiter, so this is a learning process as far as where we need to basically make common sense out of things. For me, it's one thing to basically say something, but of course, we gotta also bring that spirituality into existence. We gotta lead by example. For me, also we gotta make it make sense right now. Of course. Also, we got Saturn conjunct Pluto, so it's basically a reality transformation. So, of course, as you know, Pluto is basically in Saturn. All this crazy shit going on in the world. These skies is purple, green, yellow, fake-ass alien invasion. Feel me? Be prepared for this fake shit. But, of course, but be aware. Don't feed into that shit. Don't give them power because they need your reaction to basically take on these actions. Be aware of that shit, too. And, of course, all kind of crazy shit going on. They put in all kind of rules and restrictions and shit that you don't want to basically participate in. Gotta be very careful in these motherfucking streets, or this shit gonna get very serious. We also got Mars squared Saturn, so be aware of procrastination and starting projects and not finishing them. You don't want to do that. We got Neptune sextile Pluto, so this basically a awakening, a spiritual awakening. So you need to wake up from the illusion. Remember that you need to find your spirit during this time before it's too late. Feel me? And it's never too late. But you don't want to wait too fucking long to the point where you get birthed into a family that don't know shit, and you gotta basically strive back towards greatness. But your spirit always gonna basically help you, no matter what family you're born into. You're always gonna make a way, but you want to make sure the way is now. You don't want to wait till last minute. Also, we got Moon conjunct Venus, so there's basically love, care, and expressions going on. So of course, you might feel the need. You might just go out, go party with somebody, and have fun and enjoy yourself. I mean, something that you normally don't do because you like to stay home a lot. So this is a trine right here. So you feel me? You're being open to a whole lot of coochie right now too, a whole lot of fucking right now. You know, vice versa. Also, we got motherfucking Moon trine Chiron. So that's basically helping others with their repercussions or traumas and shit taking shape and form. Feel me? Don't be too open. You might get used as a vessel. Also, Mercury opposing Chiron, so that's basically dealing with guilt, past traumas, and shit that's basically reoccurring. Of course, Mercury is dealing with negative communication, of course. And that governs Gemini, and that governs motherfucking Virgo. And of course, anxiety issues may pop up too, so be aware of that shit too. Especially if you don't see things going out or playing out in your favor. Also, we got Mars square Pluto, so basically chasing your passions and not being afraid of basically being more open and basically expressing yourself more and being more dedicated. We need to see a whole lot of that shit going on right now. Also, we got Jupiter conjunct Saturn, so that's basically spiritual. This is basically spiritual ground and bringing your spirituality down to existence. For me, it's one thing to basically be in the clouds, but you got to basically bring this to existence. We got to work together to make the team work. Because remember, when we bring our spirits together, this shit get heavier. We bring down manifestations. We can bring down anything when we work together. Teamwork make the motherfucker G work. Jupiter trine Uranus is basically being uniqueness. And also good fortune, changes during the world, humanitarian, spirituality, people, places, things coming together, having Torah and being around people, places, and things that you see more as spirituality going during this time too. Everybody waking the fuck up pretty much. That's what's going on. Also, we got Jupiter conjunct Pluto, so it's basically open. Jupiter conjunct Pluto is basically opening up to dreams and spiritual ambitions during this time. So basically utilizing your spiritual strength, spiritual power. So basically get up under the dark cloud and basically be more open and basically go through more expansion and growth. This way you won't be stuck and stagnated in one spot and basically create demons. You could basically uplift yourself and rise above anything, circumstance, situation. Boom, we about to get through these houses, then we about to get through these sun, moon, and basically these are the energies that you should basically play out through the rest of the because you know the moon moves fast, so things be rolling, so you gotta be on the ball roll. Alright, look. When we got Leo in the first house, it's basically dealing with ego battles and challenges during this time. So, and this is the trine, so opportunities to basically be strong. So basically, when this is in Aries, being strong and being passionate and basically having process is basically the key. But make sure you push yourself, feel me? Make sure your Mars is strong. And if you got a weak Mars, you may be going through a whole lot of repercussions. If you got a moon in Aries, you're going to be receiving strong, passionate people, places, things towards you, whether it's dealing with personal issues or personal affairs. Remember, Mars retrograde is still in effect, so be aware of that shit too. Also, when we dealing with second, Leo in second house, basically dealing with being famous, being open, and dealing with possessions and being more warmth and having home and security matters. If you got a sun in Taurus, you're gonna be dealing with material gain and learn how to have balance during this time. Feel me? And balance is key, especially when you want to basically get from point A to point B. Make sure you get a lot of rest. Make sure you don't strive for too much, but basically be more balanced and utilize your possessions and growth. And things will basically go into your favor no matter what the circumstance situation is. Remember, this retrograde is kind of like hot right now, so you want to make sure you staying on point and not basically procrastinating, staying stagnated. For me, learn how to switch up, learn how to stay fixed, but don't be too fixed. Also, if you got a moon in Taurus, you're gonna be receiving this influences from people, places, and things. Also, when you got Leo in the third house, basically being more communicative, more passionate with your surroundings, and being more dramatic with your words. Also, when you got Sun in Gemini, Gemini is basically dealing with two sides of the spectrum. Yes, your personality dealing with the light side and dark side. Learn how to have balance in between. Feel me? You don't need to be too dark during this time. Feel me? There's a time to basically utilize this because good fortune to come your way, especially if you're opened up. Being that you're already opened up, good fortune can come your way, especially if somebody needs your help in this shit during this time. Also, if you got a moon in Gemini, you're gonna be receiving this complications or companionship from people, places, and things, depending on how you was growing your seeds. Also, when you got motherfucking Leo in fourth house, is basically dealing with family, house matters, vibes, being more open and being more comfortable at home. Focus on dealing with strong passions, and you need a spark during this time. For me, just be in your love and care nature. You don't need to basically be going all out. For me, that shit gonna open up. Your attention gonna flow where energy goes. So, if you got a moon in Cancer, you're gonna be receiving this kind of energy also from people, places, things. Leo in the fifth house, personality, and learn how to not take too much advice from people, places, and things, but don't be too naive. For me, but this is double energy. This is double the energy here, triple the energy with the retrograde. So basically, self-production and identity is key during this time. So go within yourself, especially if you're not utilizing that aspect and aspect. Make sure you strive hard and go hard for what you want, or you ain't gonna get it. Also, Leo in the sixth house, basically dealing with workplace, physical strength, and this is a trine if you could basically find something that you can enjoy and basically be in your good vibes during work. Don't be too stressed and shit. Don't be self-criticizing yourself, which is Sun in Virgo. And if you got a moon in Virgo, you'll be receiving criticism from people, places, and things during your time too, from management or motherfucking people, places, and things. Now, like seventh house, basically dealing with relatability, leader role, and management. Also, self-independency is key for Sun Libras and Moon Libras. Or Moon Libras, you're going to be receiving independency natures from people, places, and things. Leo in the eighth house, basically dealing with self-confidence and interactions. This is a trine if you can basically break out of your emotional, deep, hidden traumas and shit and try to get more into your fantasies and try to be more creative and more expressive during this time. If you got a Sun in Scorpio, and if you got a Moon in Scorpio, you're going to be receiving this energy from people, places, and things. Also, dealing with Leo in the ninth house, basically, this is having more self-image with yourself. And if you got a Sun in Sagittarius, basically stay more grounded, be more philosophical, but try to bring your manifestation to existence. From you don't talk about it, act out on these natures too. And if you got a moon in Sagittarius, you're gonna be receiving this energy from people, places, and things. 10th house, basically this dealing with public recognition. So you might be in a challenging spectrum. If you got this as in Capricorn, you need a lot of rest and meditation, and you need to ground yourself. You're gonna find yourself regardless. And if you got a moon in Capricorn, you need to do the same meditation and rest, especially if you're gonna be able to be the eye of attention. Also, if you got motherfucking Leo in the 11th house, social openings, and don't be too naive. It's one thing you may not like being around people, places, they don't fit your criteria, but try not to be too naive because these people might just need your help during this time, so you need to uplift them too. Aquarius Sun, try to stay focused and express yourself. And if you got a moon in Aquarius, you're gonna be receiving this expression from people, places, and things. Last but not least, Pisces, challenges and insecurity is what you don't need. And also Pisces Sun, hidden talents need to be expressive. And of course, if you got a moon in Pisces, you're going to be receiving this hidden talents from other people, places, and things that's expressing this to you.